Right, well I bought this little oil water temperature gauge on eBay. Got it from the US for about $50 I think it was, but the problem with it, it had no capillary tube. The gauge itself was in quite good order, as you can see, but the capillary tube had been cut off it. Now I'd read somewhere that you can buy a cheap gauge, $14 or $15, and graft the capillary tube from one to the other. Now I did see a chap in South Australia had a crack at it, and he was unsuccessful with it, but I thought I'd give it a go. So I bought a gauge, and I gave it a shot, and it worked okay for me. So what I actually did was, I'll lay that down there. What I actually did was I had a short amount of the existing tube on the gauge, so I cut a little bit of that coiled wire back and pre-tinned the inner tube, and soldered a little sleeve over it so that I could then later join the new one with into the sleeve, so to speak. Well, according to the information I had, the secret to the success of this operation is to actually immerse the capillary into a bag of ice or icy water and leave it for a while, and apparently that prevents the ether or the gas from escaping when you cut the tube. So like I said, I prepared this end, the gauge end first, with a sleeve, and what I did then was, while it was in the ice, I left it in there for about 20 or 30 minutes. I cut a little bit of this, about an inch of the outer insulation away, and pre-tinned the tube prior to cutting it. This needs to happen reasonably quickly if it's going to be successful, so it's best to get everything all set up before you make that final cut. So I then cut the tube on the new line, made sure that the hole wasn't closed over from the cut, and very, very quickly soldered that into the sleeve that I'd put on the original part previously. So what I did then was I decided I'd check it in some boiling water, which I did, and I'll show you the results of that. And I did have to move the needle on the gauge a little bit. It wasn't, at rest wasn't right back at the 90-degree mark, and when I did that and put it into the boiling water, the whole thing worked beautifully and rested at boiling point at 212, so I was pretty happy with that. Now the only thing is to install it, I guess. I would have preferred to have had one of these tubes with the original type wiring on the outside, but I wasn't able to source one of those, so I'm going to have to put up with this insulated one. But there are a few other things on this car that aren't original, so I'm not unduly concerned about that. But yeah, pretty happy with the result, and I'll show you the boiling water test, and after that will just be a matter of installing it. Yeah, one little thing with the installation of this setup that I'm a little bit concerned about is it appears that the water seals up against that face there, so I'm not sure how that'll go in this old head, but I might put a little bit of stag on that to get a good seal. Yeah, it's I think it's a bit of a dodgy looking arrangement, that, but anyway, I'll put a bit of sealant on it and hopefully that'll sort it out. Okay, to illustrate my success story, I've just put the end in the kettle, and we'll boil that up, and I'll show you on the gauge there how it all turned out. And just while that happens, I did have to pull the needle off and set it back to start at the 90, because initially it was reading a fraction high. It was probably reading about 220 degrees, but when I relocated the needle back to the 90, we found that the needle was right on the 212 degrees when the water was boiling. So I only tried that once, so we'll see how it goes this time. And you can see there the needle gradually moving up as the water gets hotter. And hopefully we'll have it stop at the 212 mark. So it does work. I think my secret was to leave the capillary tube in the ice for about 20 minutes or half an hour, so that the contents of that were well and truly cooled down. But here we go, passing up through 190 now, and water is starting to bubble a bit in the jug, and away we go. It's well and truly coming to the boil now, and as you can hear, and there it is at the 212 mark. Bang on. See that water boiling away in the jug there. So for those that want to have a crack at it, it is possible, and that little gauge, I'm not sure how much it cost me, probably $40 or $50 US maybe, but when you consider they're around about $300 or $400, well worth the effort. Okay, I'll switch that off now, and hope you got something out of this little video, just a little short one today, but there's proof in the pudding. It all works. Okay, until next time, we'll catch you all later.